What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene, and it is Tuesday night. It is October 12th, 2021, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello, America. You are watching the #1 rated Haunt Chat. With me, as always, my lovely, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous Melissa Lukac, co-host.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Before we get into who else we have in the studio, I just wanted to let everybody know that this is episode 150. What?
That was crazy.
How in the hell have we done 100? Well, you and I have done like 130.
You and I have done 100.
So we don't talk about the first 2 seasons of HauntScene. They don't exist.
Yeah.
But 150 episodes.
Very cool. That's
pretty awesome. So that is good. But we also have some other folks here in the studio, some special guests. We've got
Tyler and Kara.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
All right.
How's it going?
So the only person that we're missing is Lily. The 5 of us went on a road trip. We left last Wednesday, so a week ago tomorrow, and we did 6 haunts in 4 states: Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Yeah. And we're going to talk about those. So we don't have a ton of time. We're going to try to keep this under an hour. We had an absolutely epic time. We all survived. We didn't kill each other.
My brain hasn't caught up.
Yeah, I think we're still a little, we're still recovering mentally from the road trip because some of these haunts really affected us. So let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, here's the map. Now, we left Orlando, Florida on Wednesday morning, and we drove up to Stone Mountain, Georgia. Then we did Netherworld, and then the next night we did Atrox in Alabama. Then we spent 2 days in Louisiana, and we hit up a haunt in Mississippi, and then head home after that. And these haunts were all awesome and unique. They were all completely different. And let's go ahead and start talking about it.
That's crazy.
You're going to have to keep us controlled because we can
Yep.
talk about these haunts.
So here's how this is going to work. We got 6 haunts. We're going to do, let's see, so what's 6 times 7 is 42. Let's do 7 minutes. We got a kitchen timer. We're going to do 7 minutes per haunt because
Johnny always uses.
We could literally spend an hour probably talking about every one of these haunts.
Yeah.
We're going to try to keep it nice and concise. But let's go ahead and start off with... we got to keep this under an hour.
Not messing around this time.
All right. Netherworld!
Oh my god.
Always a good time.
Yes.
So Melissa, myself, and Tyler have previously been in Netherworld. Kira, this was your first time.
No, it was not.
It was not Kira's first time.
We went
it was
to
Lily's first
Netherworld
time.
Last year. It was Kira. Kira was there last year.
Oh yeah,
remember?
okay. It was Lily's first time.
Our brains
I know it was somebody's first time.
I think it's still on the road trip.
Yeah, we're still
on the road trip.
Yeah, we're basically still on the road trip.
So
honestly, I wasn't expecting Netherworld to blow my mind more than it did last year. Like, Netherworld blew my mind last year. I was like, okay, I know what to expect, and again, they mixed it up and blew my mind.
Well, it's if I'm not wrong, it's their 25th anniversary year. So
there's
a lot of the first haunt, and then the second haunt they basically repainted the entire thing. So there's a lot different. There's a lot for us to
They come
look
back
at.
bigger and better every year.
Yes.
They one up it every
crazy.
year, and it's always amazing.
Yep.
So Netherworld in Stone Mountain, Georgia, fearworld.com. I can't do anything but call it the Disney World of Haunted Attractions. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, hold on one second. I got to post that we're live. There we go, on Twitter.
I hope we make it a yearly. Can we make it
the Twitter.
That's all right.
Can we make it a yearly thing?
If we end up in Georgia every time, I think we're done. We might be done with road trips. It might be flying trips from now on, because we've already covered the southeastern part of the U.S. and so Netherworld's amazing. Thank you to Ben, everybody that we met there, showing some pictures. The main haunt is Rise in the Neither Spawn. It's an absolute gasping, too much detail to fit in your brain at once. The second part of it, Return to Planet X, was in like 3D. It was the good 3D. It felt a little bit different than your normal 3D haunt. So it was really, really cool, really effective with that. Really liked it. When you go to Netherworld, it's just the characters are amazing.
The
Here's just
midway
some of the
outside
pictures.
is so
good.
much fun too.
They have a lot of
you're having fun with the
too.
actors.
What I love about Netherworld is when you think of a haunted attraction in your mind, like in the movies, you think like a fair carnival environment mixed with a haunted house. There's characters everywhere jumping on picnic tables and creeping up when you're throwing stuff in the trash. That Netherworld nails it. They nail the haunted attraction experience from the midway to the haunts. It's just insane. And there's 2 haunts, and it sounds like not a lot, but each of them are about 45 minutes to walk through.
Yeah, it did take us about like an hour or so to get to each haunt.
It's overwhelming because there's just so much in there. It's such a well done show. I'm pretty sure like I said, there is a law in Georgia that if you step foot in Georgia, you have to go to
It's literally against the law not to do that.
They will pull you over at the state line if you don't go to Netherworld.
Take you to jail. Like you have to do Netherworld if you're there around the haunt season. Such a good haunt.
And it's like the most photogenic, Instagram worthy haunt. So many pictures and photo ops and things to do there. I got a couple more pictures.
They had a lot of bubbles.
Yeah, they had a 30-foot tall giant jack-o'-lantern just puking bubbles.
And you could see them flying in the sky even from outside the haunt.
Like the wind would
we just got out of the car in the parking lot and we're like, why are there so many bubbles? and like literally the entire place is covered with bubbles. It's awesome. You can go play in the bubbles.
It was fun. I've never seen that before. Is that the first time?
No, they've done that a few years.
I mean, they didn't have it last year.
I don't remember last year.
No,
and the year that we went either, they didn't have them.
They had it the year I went.
But they added a new shop. Their shop is huge.
Yeah, I saw the new shop. Yeah, they got shop, food,
lots of cool stuff,
characters, a lot of cool things to do there.
Characters galore.
We spent like what, 2 hours there? At least 2.5 hours.
More than that.
We were outside for 2 hours.
Yeah. We did the haunt and then we went outside and then Tyler and I did the haunt again.
I went again.
You went through the first one, and then Tyler and I did the second one, and then there was actors chasing us in the haunt, which was a lot of fun.
Photo ops, they have laser tag, they've got food, they've got an awesome merch shop. One of the things I really like about Netherworld is their merch is really reasonable. It's not overpriced at all because they want you to wear the merch. So obviously, going to Netherworld.
I got that shirt on, and then I got the 25th anniversary shirt as well. So I got
really cool. Yeah. Can't say enough nice things about Netherworld. Is if you can only do one haunt ever, or you want to do something that's just going to blow your mind, Netherworld's like
What's
really
awesome. Cool about Netherworld is like they theme from the floor to the ceiling. There is flying characters, there's stilts characters, there's giant animatronics, there's cobblestones that you walk on, there's grassy plains that you walk on, there's mixed mass bridges,
everything.
There's
literally everything.
There's all sorts of phobias in there. Like they have everything for everyone.
Including a vortex tunnel.
Except for a laser swamp for Kara. They did not have a laser swamp. So. But that's a recommendation for next year.
I was good with that.
Kara likes laser swamps.
No need. Netherworld is amazing as it is.
As long as you put no spiders in there, we're good.
Yep, but Netherworld is absolutely amazing.
Their 3D haunt this year was really good too.
Yeah.
Because normally when you think 3D haunt, it's clowns. It's always clowns.
3D
clowns and 3D. Neon paint and clowns just go hand in hand.
Exactly.
This was not clowns.
It's like sci-fi.
This was sci-fi.
Aliens. Like sci-fi aliens.
And
like
they got
huge robots.
Yeah, they got really creative with how they used the 3D. It wasn't just flat painted walls with the 3D effect.
No, they had like lights that would...
The characters,
there were aliens on the
table. 3D,
yeah. And then actually like stuck up from the table.
Yeah, they had like netting that would be 3D and it would look like it's morphing as you would walk by.
That was so cool. Oh!
Anyways, Netherworld's amazing.
Netherworld's awesome.
We love you, Ben. Thank you so much. All the characters there, you did a great job. Okay, we gotta move on to the next one.
All
right. Setting the timer. I hate that we have to do this, but we gotta do it.
I should have mentioned spiders.
All right, moving on over into Alabama. We did Aatrox Factory in Leeds, Alabama.
This was so
this was fun.
So good.
Thank you to Paul Johnson. Thank you to everybody we met there. He gave us a little backstage tour here. This is one of those, I like to call it like a greatest hits haunt. Like every type of scene, every type of horror, every type of thing that will scare you is going to be found in this house. It's dingy. The characters will touch you. It's like dripping water at some point.
Oh yeah, that was really uneasy.
It's very realistic.
It's in an old it's in an old pants factory apparently, and Paul said that now they scare the pants off of you.
Pants.
They used to make pants to put on you.
now they scare the pants
off of you. So cool. Aatrox is really cool. Definitely worth stopping by. Whataburger was there.
Whataburger was there.
Whataburger was doing a cross promotion.
Yes.
So they had their own booth there. We got merchandise from Whataburger.
Yep.
It was pretty cool.
What
I liked about this haunt was they're very organized. They knew exactly where to place stuff. It's very clean. They bunched people into the midway, not just the queue. So when you're in the midway, you weren't overcrowded with people waiting to get in line for the haunt. They keep you outside, completely outside, until it's your group's turn. You get like a token, or they stamp your hand with like an icon like bats or guts or blood or something like that. And on the TV screen, it'll tell you who should currently be getting in line. There's a stage. They're playing movies. They've got a memorabilia shop, a merch shop. They bring in celebrities to do special things there. Saturday.
That's right. They had like an upcoming celebrity from Halloween.
Yep.
I think this month, every Friday and Saturday, they have a celebrity from the new Halloween movie.
Cool.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, they had on the wall. I don't know if you guys saw it by the TV where they were playing movies. They had all the pictures of the celebrities that they've had. I thought that was really cool.
And it's a charity hunt, so everything you buy there, the signatures that you get, the food and everything goes towards charity.
That's cool.
Yep. It's great photo ops there. It was just a nice chill location. Doesn't seem like they're rushing you through it. We met a couple awesome folks from they have like a horror and makeup type show there. They've got like little kiddie games that you can play on your phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I got a button actually. They have like a Pokemon Go ghost hunting game.
Oh, that's
for the
neat.
kids.
That's really
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
that
neat.
can't play.
So here's us in front of the thing. They've got some props. They've got some interactive like ads that play like on the wall. Did you see? Did you get sprayed by the thing?
When you read the rules, it comes. No, I didn't. I saw it, but I wasn't close enough to get the
even reading the rules will scare you.
effects. Yeah.
I will say though, this haunt is the first haunt to make me run.
It's the first time I've actually saw Kira run out of a haunt.
This haunt actually got me uneasy. They had some effects and some characters. Now it is a touch haunt, so they do touch you, but it's not too much and it's not too little. It's little things like this, maybe a
like they grab my arm and stop and rub up against you. But
I could swear at one point one of the characters grabbed my ankle, and that just set me off for the rest of the haunt.
I think it was an animatronic though.
I don't know if it was an animatronic.
On the ground.
There was like a pincer thing.
Something went all the way around my ankle.
Yeah, I think that was the arm because it grabbed me too. The floor was moving, and the arm came out and grabbed me. But I think it was animatronic.
Yeah,
so animatronics it's just so good.
It was so good.
There was a clown part that got me. Like the clown where it was like the clown wall thing.
The one that was moving in?
It was like a wall of mannequins, and then like the middle of the wall just comes right towards you.
Yeah, it was like...
Oh, I didn't catch that.
It was like dolls into mannequins into clowns, or clowns into dolls into mannequins. It just tore me up.
I saw them move, but I didn't see the wall move towards you. But the chainsaw is what got Kira.
Yeah, I wasn't. No,
she was like, no.
I don't like when they run at me, and it was running, and they touched.
Johnny got
a
all of it in the
chainsaw.
back.
I was out.
It doesn't matter which position you are in the group. They're gonna get
Johnny
you.
got wrecked.
Yeah, we all got pretty wrecked in this haunt. Aatrox is really, really good. Staff is super duper nice. Yep. Do you guys get a chance to talk to the folks from the horror makeup show? That seemed like that was really cool. I don't think it was going that night, but everybody seemed really nice.
Yeah, a lot of the staff, from what I gathered, drives inspiration from the theme parks. So a lot of the sets and the environments and the pre-show and all of that has like theme park quality to it. We didn't get to see the horror makeup show, but we were told that it was similar to the horror makeup show.
Gotcha.
Where they bring in they actually bring in someone from the audience and actually do their face makeup. They do gory effects with special effects with them, stuff like that. And it's a funny adult show.
And the haunt was super duper long. It took forever to get through.
It did feel like it took forever.
Maybe the more you're scared, the longer the haunt feels, I guess. You're like, get me out of here!
Yeah, the more you want to get out, the longer it goes on for.
They were really sneaky with one of their effects that really messed me up as well, was their Vortex Tunnel. They had a Vortex Tunnel, and I don't know if you have never watched the show before, I have a hard time walking through Vortex Tunnels.
She does, it's hilarious.
When we were going through it, I was literally, like, almost flipping over the railing, and I was like, it's going faster, I don't know.
It wasn't, like, a long Vortex Tunnel either.
Wasn't.
Oh, wasn't it the one that moves?
No,
so we found out later.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
They tilt their Vortex Tunnel 11 degrees.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like the spinning tunnels that you go through at a haunt.
Just enough.
Yep.
I was literally about to fly. If Lily wasn't holding me, I was gonna fall over.
I've seen her walk through Vortex Tunnels. It's hilarious.
I don't know. I have slight vertigo.
She walks like she's drunk.
You don't do really well with those.
No, not at all. No. I can't.
It was good though. That part of the haunt was really
good. But like I said, the characters were amazing. All the scenes were amazing. Like I said, it's hard to describe because it was like every type of horror thing ever. Like it was just something will get you in this house. I can guarantee it.
Was that the one that had a lot of stilts? That was the one that had stilts, right?
Yeah, they had a lot of stilts.
They had a lot of people on stilts, which I liked a lot. Yeah,
that's
the bat on stilts was my favorite.
Aatrox,
in the cave.
Make sure you hit that up. Hit up aatroxfactory.com, Leeds, Alabama. Definitely put that one on your list. But we gotta move on.
I'm not ready.
Oh man.
7 minutes, Johnny. 7
Okay.
minutes.
All right,
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
We got to make this concise, okay? If we no, we don't pick favorites, okay? We don't
pick
put
one haunt
over another.
We don't.
But
They were all great and amazing.
Haunt in Chickasaw, Louisiana, broke our brains.
Oh my goodness, it was
crazy.
Amazing.
We did 2 haunts this night. There are 3 experiences here. There is the haunted attraction. Here's the Rise haunted attraction. There is the Risewall Asylum, and there's also a haunted hayride. Now, unfortunately, due to time constraints, we weren't able to actually do the haunted hayride. But the other 2 experiences here, the house was super duper long, and the characters were probably some of the most aggressive characters I think I've ever seen in my life.
Like, there was people jumping off of cars on the hood, like no knee pads
on
or anything.
their
They're
knees,
just brute
on their
forcing
knees.
Everything.
Yeah, so we did get a chance to get a couple pictures here. People like to jump on things and jump up on things and jump off of things.
Yeah, it was
so
crazy.
Here's Tyler with a picture of somebody that was jumping off of a car.
In midair. That's awesome.
That was crazy. And like as soon as she hits the car, this like super loud alarm goes off, and it goes down. So
yeah.
Yes. That's a good scene.
This one was house themed. So you traveled through a Victorian house into the backyard, bayou area, into like a garage.
You were in a
boss basement. You were in an attic, in a bedroom, caves.
You were like underground at some point. It felt like you were.
Yeah, you were literally in a cave.
Yep.
Vampires.
The scenes in this house were amazing.
They're super good.
Absolutely amazing.
The characters were great. So it was very dingy, very dark, very well. The lighting was really, really good. At Rise, I can't say enough. You know what's funny is we did some of these haunts that are going to be on the Legendary Haunt Tour. And we did kind of like a preview version of that -1, and people are gonna have their minds blown by like Rise and like some of the other ones. So yeah,
definitely. I wanna go back.
Yeah, Rise is one of those like I want to
go back. I love this so much.
It just hasn't all set in yet.
Yeah.
We think we're still processing this one here.
Yeah. For sure.
But the actual haunted house is amazing. Thank you to I know that he has like a nickname, but Neville. Thank you so much for having us out. They call him Nelly. Okay, thank you, Nelly, for having us out. Staff was there. Everybody's really cool.
Such a cool
haunted house
place.
is amazing.
Let's talk about Melissa's favorite part.
Pretty sure we all got a little startled in this one.
I had many, Tyler.
And then we move on to the next experience, which I think we're all just still, my brain just can't
reference. I was blown away from the asylum.
They have another experience called the Risewall Asylum. Now, maybe I was under the wrong impression here, but the asylum part of this is not a normal haunt. Like, it's not a normal walkthrough haunt. It is a performance piece. Like, you are part of the show. And
literally.
I got it. This I don't pick favorites. I don't say one haunt is better than another. That's not what we do here at HauntScene because we don't do reviews. But the asylum part of Rise, even though we've done about 100-ish haunted attractions in the span of doing HauntScene, the Risewall Asylum at Rise was one of my all-time favorite experiences ever. Like, it was just so perfect and chef kiss, and it was amazing.
It was insane. It was like nothing I've ever seen before.
Literally being in a movie.
Yes, it was.
So apparently every year they add to the storyline, so we got to experience this section of the story. But you were brought from it extremely detailed set to set to set with short acting segments that were taking in place in front of us and included us.
Yes.
We got split up at points. We got thrown into dark hallways at points.
Had to crawl through doors.
We got gassed.
We got gas.
Kira was stuck in a laser swamp.
A laser swamp room.
Absolutely.
Laser swamp room. I've never seen Kira freak out that
Check
much
our page
before.
later tonight.
Like, normally we do laser swamps, and Kira's able to just walk right through it. This time she actually got stuck in it.
No. They locked us into a room that was a laser swamp that had an insane patient.
That was also
a slider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Slide, you could see him like the sparking under the.
Yeah.
He would
Don't
go
forget the sock guy, though.
Oh, yeah.
And the sock guy.
The sock guy.
Love the sock guy. Why are you going to be like that?
I can't remember.
You know what? You know what lonely boys do with socks? Something like that.
Yeah.
There was a comedic character that we're referencing.
And he pops into
we call him the sock
and then
boy.
Tyler got the picture.
But the timing and the way the actors just like came out of, like, they would pop out and just have one line, and they would pop out from different places and floors and above you and below you. It was insane.
And it was well acted. It
was perfect.
It was right on point.
Flawless.
And it was interactive. I personally love interactive haunts, so I absolutely love it.
And we were there on opening night, and this was we were the first people through the house.
Yeah, they weren't even warmed up.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it was perfect. It was spot on perfect. It was amazing.
So good.
Like this, I can say about it.
Me neither.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Thank you so much for all the kind words. We're so glad you enjoyed it. It was Carl and Sally.
Carl and Sally.
Lonely boys do a suck. Yeah, and Tyler got some video. Maybe we'll do like a little Grazed Hits kind of thing at this point, because
that'll be fun.
It was really, really cool. We did get a chance to video the experience, so thank you for letting us get some content there.
Yeah, but great acting, great atmosphere, great all around. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Blew
great house,
us away
great experience.
So yeah.
Really cool setting.
So that means we have to go back next year and see the rest of the story, right?
If we can.
If we can.
Can we? Please?
The HauntScene helicopter. Now, real quick, because we only got about a minute left, maybe less than that, is the hayride. We did not get a chance to do the hayride, but Tyler and Kira were able to go in real quick and grab some photos of the hayride.
It looked insane.
It looked really cool.
It was amazing.
I'm really sad because I've never done a haunted hayride, but it looked fantastic.
Yeah, so, it looked really cool. And the scenes were really cool too. Like the ending scene with the fire and the pyro.
They had a whole helicopter.
So so what we're saying is at some point we need to go back to Rise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like, you know what? So I'll go back this weekend.
We were really trying to fit in a lot of haunts in our trip. So we had to go from Tickfaw, which is on the east side of Louisiana, all the way over to Baton Rouge, which is on the west side of Louisiana, to try to get those two haunts in that night. So, but Rise, perfect, awesome.
Good job, Rise.
I mean, all the haunts were great, but Rise was really, really good.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, by far.
What was your favorite road restaurant on the trip? Whataburger?
Mugshots?
No.
I'm kidding.
Screw you, Mugshot.
I'm kidding.
If you are ever on a road trip,
personally, Zia's.
Zia's was good.
It was very good.
That salmon looked amazing.
We got to move on. We got to move on, everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't pick favorites, but this is
my
favorite.
God. 13 Gate.
13th Gate. So we did this one after Rise. So we were already about fried from Rise.
These two haunts in one night was not a good decision.
It was too much.
It was not.
It was
too much on one night.
So much epicness.
So 13th Gate is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go to 13thgate.com. Didn't get a chance to take any pictures like in the house, so we're gonna have to describe it with words for you podcast listeners out there. But 13th Gate was pure spectacle. Like it was pure. Like every scene was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
There was so much in there. From the beginning to end.
Their artistic director needs an award.
A raise.
Yeah.
And a raise and all the praise. Every single scene was just
like
beautiful.
Johnny and I were talking about this after we went through. That was, in my opinion, the most beautiful haunted attraction I've ever looked at. And we were talking about that. It's like every single scene basically is like straight, like you take a movie screen and that's what you're walking through. There's nothing bad.
The first thing that you walk into is London.
Yeah.
And you go in and out of this one specific alleyway.
The cue to that part, like the beginning stage of that haunt is the sewers underneath London. And that alone is super detailed.
I didn't realize that.
Well, we walked right through. That was the sewers.
Through
the queue line outside. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That added to it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
When we say you're going in and out of this London area, like it literally looks like you are walking around
like 2 stories,
like the streets of London.
Sky.
Like you turn this corner, you see this lady, you look down this alleyway, and you see the stars in the sky.
Yes.
And it's not even like how it looks. It's like how everything feels. Like they actually use like real materials for everything.
Like it felt like I was in London.
The walls were wet.
Yeah.
There was dripping everywhere. You look down the alley as you're passing by it. There's beggars in the alleyway. You go through different sections.
The police officer smells. It was quiet.
Yeah,
it was so
that
quiet.
Was the one thing that
it was nerve-wracking.
We're all talking at the same time.
Yeah.
All of us.
Go ahead, John.
Okay, so the one of my favorite things of 13K, other than the pure spectacle, was everything was super duper quiet. Like it wasn't one of those haunts where you can hear a chainsaw in another room or there's white noise or whatever. Like it was, if you didn't talk, there was no noise. It was really cool.
I wouldn't say no noise, but like if you were walking down a hallway and there was a flickering candle lantern, that's all you heard was a flickering candle lantern.
It was scene-specific noise per room.
Yeah.
Which I think is the scariest.
Noise, but they knew when to keep it quiet. They knew when to make it loud. They knew when to add music. Artistically, in general, they just...
They hit
nailed it.
They absolutely nailed it.
The most I can't.
They took the time and thought.
You saw things in there I never saw before. Like there was a mammoth.
There was a whole mammoth.
Woolly mammoth in
that
mammoth, full size,
crap right on you.
That shat on me.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, we're saying that you start in London and you end with a mammoth. Like it wasn't random. They brought it all full circle to that.
It's literally a story through the whole thing.
It all melted together. It wasn't sudden changes. It wasn't like lack of transition.
No,
blended well together. Like you said, like it just blended really well together. Like you went in from one scene to another, very smoothly.
But we're at the mammoth. We got to go back to London. The plague. You're in the middle of a plague. You can smell it.
It's
you can like taste it. You've got bodies in burlap bags. It's like Jack the Ripper Victorian.
They had a claustrophobia tunnel. It was only waist up.
And they're actually getting rid of the scenes. We can talk about it. But you are almost wading through a pile of bodies, and they have some characters laying there just wailing, and it's so
really
crazy,
disturbing.
There was like a slow strobe and a waist-high claustrophobic tunnel. So what that means is like an airbag that you have to squeeze between two of them. And it was covered in dead bodies.
Just bodies.
So the effect is you're walking through just a massive room full of dead people.
With nasty smells.
With the smell.
Probably from froggy
I couldn't even look at it. It was tunnel vision. Like I walked right through it to the other side.
Hey,
like it was
Joseph's been here. Glad you liked the 13th Gate actor. Awesome. We did.
The actors were fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
The guy in the meat locker that's like 8 feet tall.
Oh, the guy was
oh my god, there was like a huge guy in this. They had this like rotating thing of full slabs of like cows and like just this 7-foot like
he was wearing like a
guy
deer
thing.
Yeah, and he had a hammer.
He was
the guy was huge.
I felt small.
Yeah,
I felt like tiny.
He didn't have to do anything.
And then they had a castle. They had a whole castle.
Oh, the vampires.
There's so much to talk about.
The zip-lining vampire.
I'm gonna give
overhead?
this. I'm gonna put this back 2 more minutes.
Okay.
The high five zombies.
Yes,
in the cemetery.
So the cemetery, they had like zombies above you that would hold your hand there, and I couldn't hold back. I had to high five.
So there was a section which was a Louisiana cemetery, like mausoleums and mortuaries, and there was the actors in this section. They didn't have to do much. There were two. They were just. There was one that was the robed guy, and we got to him, and he was blocking the way, and he wasn't budging. No talking, no eye contact. He was just standing there, and it gave me a sense of confusion. Like, do I go? Do I not go? I don't know. I'm asking him. I'm like, can I have permission to go? And I went to go, and he blocked my way, and I was like, ah! But that sense of confusion mixed with the low ambiance music and just not like it just gave it this uneasiness. I freaking loved it. I freaking loved it.
Right after that, the fourth wall breaking was we saw
Oh
Johnny
my
run.
God!
We literally saw Johnny run.
Johnny called it from the beginning, though. He knew he couldn't trust
I
this
knew
guy.
it was BS.
We have to give this away.
So,
this was too good.
So at one point, there's some, like
walking down, like
just a hallway.
No, those.
Was it after the cemetery?
Yes.
What is the tunnels underneath London that have all the dead
catacombs?
The catacombs.
Yes.
We were walking down the catacombs, and then we approached this guy in overalls.
Just a normal dude.
Just a normal dude, no makeup, no nothing. And he's just like, "Oh, guys, there's a technical difficulty. We're just gonna take you out this way." And he instead of the door he was standing in front of, he opened up this side door.
Which
I knew.
Kind of thing.
And as soon as we all walked out,
like a hallway that's probably like 20 feet tall, like 20 feet
big
wide.
enough to fit a train.
Yes.
Yeah, like a giant. It looked like a back walkway.
It did actually. I actually believed him at one point. I thought that we were actually taking a different way to go through the haunt. So I thought nothing of it.
And little did we know.
We didn't know.
It was part of the haunt.
There's a train that comes out, like a noise and like behind you. And like my mind knew it wasn't real. My mind knew it wasn't real. But my body's like, no, shut up, mind. I literally started running. And I don't run
I turned around and never saw Johnny so scared.
Literally just triggered my fight or flight response.
I've never heard Johnny run out of a haunt. I've seen Johnny get scared of haunts, but I've never heard him actually run out of a haunt.
And they had vampires in a castle.
They had a
pumpkin room.
It was so beautiful.
I know a lot of people are a fan of the Wicked Growth facade at Horror Nights this year. It makes that look like amateur hour. It is literally a room that
haunted.
Yeah.
The whole
I mean,
yeah.
We don't want to reveal too much, but
it's just crazy. Just do it.
And
then hold on, we only got like a minute or two left. And then so the haunt was really, really good. And then outside of the haunt, they had a little common area. And
which, by the way, I couldn't dunk the clown, but
Wrinkles the clown.
Wrinkles the clown.
If you're watching, we hate you too.
Yep.
I will get you next time I come back, Wrinkles. I promise.
We hate you.
I'll buy 7 more baseballs.
This guy just ripped people apart, including us.
Yep.
Yeah.
It reminded me very much of the Chucky experience in Hollywood.
That
interactive talking. Yeah.
Just the rude, mean, just talking.
He was mean. He called me a soccer mom.
He's not a fan of YouTubers.
He was starting beef between like actors and other places around there too. Like just straight up calling people out.
No filter.
But that was great. It was good.
It was funny though. It was funny.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have dunked him.
They had really cool merch. I got this cool t-shirt.
Yep, me too. Got this one.
Reppin' 13 Gate.
And what was the girl that's working she came all the way to Mordom.
I can't remember.
Can't remember your name,
but I bought stuff from you, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Dwayne Sandberg, want to say hi to Dwayne, the crew over there. Everybody was amazing, super duper nice.
Thank you so much.
People.
You guys were great.
I guess I'm going to go ahead and say, just like Netherworld in Georgia, if you are in Louisiana, you need to do 13th Gate and do Rise as well. Not taking anything away from any other haunt, but these two were just like, they were amazing.
They were unique.
They were way too much to do in one night.
No, and we did it.
That's why we gotta make another trip, and we gotta go back out.
Mentally, I think I'm still being affected by doing these two haunts one night.
Yes. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yep. All right, so moving on to the next one. Oh, hold on. Well, I guess I could have described more. We'll give it one more minute. But here is the Wrinkles the Clown. Here's us taking some pictures here. Here's some of the Q folks. And yeah, all right, moving on. All right.
Okay.
Oh, moving on to the next one. Another great haunt.
Nashville Nightmare. New Orleans Nightmare.
New Orleans Nightmare. For whatever reason, we can't stop calling it Nashville Nightmare. It's New Orleans Nightmare.
Logo. In the end.
They have a similar logo, and they both start with N.
Yes.
They both Nightmare.
I may have accidentally tagged Nashville Nightmare in the
story.
story.
That's okay.
Instead of New Orleans Nightmare. I'm so sorry.
They reposted it.
They reposted it and they followed us, several of them.
So we were in two places at once.
Shout out to Nashville Nightmare for that.
To be fair, I have been to Nashville Nightmare. So
yep.
There you go.
Nice. New Orleans Nightmare is a 13th floor haunt. Apparently, this used to be the House of Shock way back in the day. I've heard infamous things about that.
I have heard of that.
The New Orleans Nightmare was really cool, hard to describe. It was a lot of different. It was many different things.
Yeah, it was a string of 3 houses, kind of like 13th floor in Jacksonville.
Well, the cool thing is they had basically
is produced by 13th.
Yeah,
it is by 13th floor.
Like
so it was Nashville Nightmare.
They had the facades of like kind of what was going to be happening that year around the queue line. So as you're standing in line, it's basically what you're about to experience around you. It's really cool.
So there was,
and they had this popping noise every 15 minutes that would scare people in line while you were waiting.
That was cool.
So there were 3 haunts here. There was the Boogeyman, the Spirit of Halloween, and Operation Laughing Place.
Oh, so there were themes to them.
Operation Laughing Place was a lot of clowns.
Yeah, 3D blacklit clowns.
So many clowns.
Yeah,
so many.
If you don't like clowns,
it was.
Don't go any haunts.
And they had like
one
thing I could pull from that area is the floors in every room was slanted a different angle.
Yep.
So like,
I noticed that.
The entire time you're walking through, you're like sideways, and it's
I noticed that.
Yeah.
So the layout's really neat. They've got 3 different like main facade areas here. They also have some escape games. They also have a phobia experience. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to do that. But because we were heading to one last haunt, we'll talk about that in a moment. We did crush the escape game. Osiris.
It was like 2 minutes.
Thanks to
Kira.
Thanks to
and then I did a little part at the beginning that helped. So that was
apparently she said that in the past 4 years, only 5 groups have solved that.
How? It wasn't that hard.
Which just seems so easy.
And all of them solved them like at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, we just ran it right over.
We were like, yep,
we got this.
Like a train and how fast Johnny ran from the train.
When we come back, there has to be a better or a harder one. Not a better one, a harder one for us.
Escape room.
New Orleans Nightmare, thank you to Sandy, and thank you Logan, actually, who hooked me up with Sandy. Logan from 13th in Jacksonville. He was there working on this a little while ago, and it was a really, really good haunt.
It was really cool. They had a lot of cool stuff in here. They had a dragon. The dragon was like my favorite part.
They had a claustrophobia laser swamp.
So back to what we were talking about 13th Gate with the waist-high claustrophobia tunnel. They had one at this haunt, but it was in a laser swamp. So when you're walking through the laser swamp, it's like you're kind of like tugging through it.
So it slowed Kira down even more so she can enjoy it.
And it had this massive werewolf at the end of the laser swamp, and it's like you're looking up at it like, don't do anything, please.
It was fun for the most part for me going through, and then Lily pulled me in because she got scared, so she ran out. So she pulled me out of the laser swamp.
Yeah,
I was very nervous.
Yeah,
very nervous.
Yep. New Orleans
Luckily, there was no characters in there. Luckily,
put a character in next time.
Cool.
We'll come back next year.
This one is in Elmwood, Louisiana, and something you should know about New Orleans right now. We did some other things, like we hit like some graveyards and things like that, like the Offset cemeteries and Bourbon Street and some other things. But one thing to know about Louisiana right now is in New Orleans proper, like the actual city of New Orleans, if you're going to do anything, restaurants, haunts, whatever, you have to have a proof of vaccination or a negative test or something like that. Unfortunately, we had planned on doing the mortuary haunt as well, and we didn't have our vaccination card, so we had to scratch that one off the list, and that was kind of a downer. We didn't really realize this until we got to New Orleans. But this one is not actually in Louisiana, not in New Orleans, so it's in Elmwood, Louisiana.
Even better. That way you can go try it.
But great crew. Everybody's super nice there. Everybody we met. I think it was Ashley was the person who was taking care of us. She was awesome. Characters were really, really good. Love this haunt. Definitely worth checking out if you're in the area.
Cool.
Merch is
the merch
awesome.
was great. That's what we got our Let's Go Do a Haunted House merch.
the bar. We had one of the drinks, the rum punch, the death rum punch, or whatever it was called. That was delicious.
Yep. Helped.
It did help.
It helped.
Yep. Awesome. All right. We are about at the time for the next one.
Boom.
And let's move on to the last one.
Terror on the Coast.
Holy.
This one was unique. I like this one, actually.
Very underrated at first, but then once we got there, we were like, wow.
Yeah. So I just want to say, we parked in like a grass little divot.
In a field.
In the forest, kind of. Walked down a dirt road, passing a small, danky, wooden sign.
I've got it right there at the top left.
That was
right there.
scraped.
Yep.
There it is in the top left. And we were immediately like,
I'll be honest, we were all just kind of like, what did we just get ourselves into?
Like,
and then we approached the building itself, and there was a big kind of danky clown face with like a little janky light that said "Terror on the Coast," and we were like, looks
very homemade.
It had an arrow pointing between these two buildings. We had to kind of squeeze through this like
walkway.
little alleyway and turn the corner into the building itself, and it blew our minds. As you can see
in the pictures on the screen above us, right here,
giant.
Walk into like a soundstage with props.
Huge props. They had booming music, lively music. Like giant, just random props everywhere. A whole bar. They had a check-in counter. They had a shop at the top of a ramp that looked over the queue for the haunt.
Yep.
There was a stage with a DJ. They had like a whole saloon set off to the side of the queue.
I like that,
which was from the Magnificent Seven remake.
Yep. Which brings me to we found out that all of the props that are used in the haunt and in the queue area are from movies.
Yeah.
This is
pretty
their
cool,
what they call junk drawer for their movie props.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Before I forget, thank you, Kevin, Wes, everybody we met out at Terror on the Coast. This one is in Gulfport, Mississippi. Characters were great. Slider was great. The sense of scale at this place, like you literally, everything was. It's a huge warehouse.
Don't forget the door.
Everything was.
Oh my!
It was like a soundstage.
Yeah, basically.
It was as big as a soundstage. It was giant.
Yep.
And there was literally movie props
everywhere.
Yep.
Which was epic.
So,
I like this one a lot.
So think of it like this: they built a haunt around movie sets and movie props, and it is awesome. And they had like the doors from like Into the Badlands, which used to be this martial arts show on like AMC or something like that. Like it was just crazy.
To let us into the haunt, they opened.
Remember the doors that went all the way up, like 3 stories tall,
wooden doors, which were used in a movie.
You know the forest scene, right?
Yeah.
Right before that, the massive doors.
Okay.
And then and as soon as we walk in the forest, we were like, "Oh, E.T." Remember that part?
Oh yes. That was actually one of my favorite parts. Yes, I do remember. Yes.
It was the sense of scale at this haunt was just out of this world.
I was so into the haunt that I completely forgot.
This is a do not judge by the cover haunt
because
it does not look like much from the outside, and I think that's actually by design. And because I mean, with everything else they have in there, they could have an amazing sign. I mean, they build props for like the American Horror Story Freak Show season and all kinds of crazy stuff.
A lot of interactive actors too.
Yeah, he said that he does that on purpose. Yeah. He wants that wow factor when you turn the
definitely
corner.
There is a wow.
Yeah, so it goes from here to here immediately, and it just blows you away like you never saw it coming.
Because we've walked into some haunts with some little dinky wooden signs and did not get this reaction.
No.
But it was really good.
He was saying that the circus area that we walked through in the haunt itself was literally the circus tent and props from American Horror Story Freak Show. The bloody bathroom scene was from, I forget what movie he said that was from.
I don't remember.
There's so many different movies that they had sets from and props from. It's hard to like list them all, but I mean, a lot of big budget movies were filmed or not filmed there. Well, actually, they do film there.
Yeah.
They still film there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They brought us into. They have a prop set
They hold
staging
private
area.
events there, and then one of the restrooms, the women's restroom to be specific, is a movie set.
Oh, that's
It's
where
a movie set
yeah,
based
Queen
on...
Latifah did a music video in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he told us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Literally like an old turn of the century, like when you would travel to another kingdom to show how grand your kingdom is, and you set up this grand tent. That's literally what the bathroom looked like.
It was cool. It was really cool.
It was really cool, and it was lively. The characters, there was not too many. There wasn't too little. There was characters around interacting.
They were
There was a
interacting?
DJ.
Kira was laughing with the clown, and I got to chase Tyler out with a chainsaw.
Oh, that's one of my favorite moments.
Yes, I wish we would have got that on camera.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Because we were in the section with like the butcher scene with like the characters have chainsaws. And we stopped to let the group behind us go because they were scared and running. And this kid like fell to the floor, so we let them pass and we stayed back. And then Tyler was like, "Oh yeah, she's scared of chainsaws." So this guy literally just gives me the chainsaw.
And he goes, "Who's scared of chainsaws?"
He's like, "Who's scared of chainsaws?"
He's like, "Oh, you're scared of chainsaws. Here, you want to hold it?"
So I just held it, and the girl gave me the other one, and I started revving it up, and then I started chasing Tyler, and he ran out.
I ended up running backwards like 3 scenes back. I'm
it
like,
was
"No,
so
goodbye,
cool.
everybody."
No,
I'm
so
It
out
was
of here.
really cool. I've never
That
done
was
like that.
so
I've never
funny,
done
so
anything like
cool.
that before in my life. It was really cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The interactions
Thank you
were
for that.
great.
Melissa,
They were absolutely great.
Yeah, got you, Tyler.
So good.
You wait till I do another haunt.
Terror on the Coast is something special. It's one of the most unique settings and locations I think I've ever been to.
Definitely unique.
Yeah, if you're ever in Mississippi, you got to do this one.
And he
'cause
was
it's really
saying,
cool.
like, they're not haunters. Like, they don't really know how to haunt. They just decided to make a haunt based on the props that they have at the moment.
Yeah.
They have a main warehouse studio place in Louisiana, and this is what they call their junk drawer. So it's their stuff that they're not using currently. So based on what sets they get is how the haunt goes. So I thought that was really cool, and he purposefully likes every room to not connect. Like, every room is completely different, so you're just like, bah, bah,
He
bah,
also
bah.
mentioned in a few years, I don't know if it's their 10th anniversary or whatever year they're doing, but for an anniversary year, they're basically tearing everything out and redoing a lot of it.
So yeah, this haunt feels like it has a lot of
Replayability.
Yeah, replayability. Yeah, definitely awesome. So that was our road trip. That was it.
We got to see Tabitha from 13.
You mean Tabitha and Josh from
Yes,
CFX?
from CFX.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost
CFX
like I
Masks.
included that. So we did not get a chance to visit the CFX shop just due to scheduling in Baton Rouge, but
Look what I found.
What is that?
Tabitha's card.
Yep. It's right in front of me.
CFX.
so Tabitha and Josh are our friends from Composite Effects, one of the mask making companies. We love them. They're super duper nice. Love to chat with them. We didn't get a chance to go through the haunt with them. They went through separately, but we met up afterwards, and really good to see some haunt friends and catch up with them here. So hopefully we'll be able to see them at IAPA or Transworld again because they're awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Love you, Josh. Love you, Tabitha. You are amazing.
It was good to see you guys.
It was the perfect
Definitely.
end to the perfect night, a road trip. It was awesome. I think at this point we were all pretty much exhausted. I think we closed this one out, right?
Yeah, this was our last
They didn't
one.
kick us out, but they were.
Yeah, we got there late.
Giving
Yeah,
us
we were
the
there
hook.
like a little, like way
We
over
spent
11.
a good amount of time
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
New Orleans Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we had a long drive to
Yep.
that haunt as well.
And then back to the hotel.
Yep.
Yes,
So
a
that
lot
was-
of driving.
And Kira
Lot of
was
driving.
a champ.
Thank
to do
you.
all the
Kira's
driving.
MVP driver.
She was the Terminator this year.
Yeah, she was the Terminator.
Yeah.
I got to
Okay.
sit back and relax for
Yeah.
once.
Johnny and I got to sleep in the back
They all
seat.
got to completely forget about me as the driver and do their own thing the entire time.
And we
It
had
was
some
great.
fun. Juani.
We did. See, you didn't even introduce the show like that.
Juani, my name is
Juani
Juani
Pronto.
Hola!
Hola.
Oh,
Awesome.
man.
All right, so here's where we're at as far as the spooky season goes. We just wrapped up week 6. We still have like
We still have 2 more
3 more
weeks.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We still got about 10 haunts to do over the next 3 weeks. But this is where we're at. It's been amazing so far. Really, really excited about this. And then we are going to do a show. We'll get back to that in a moment. Let's do this real quick. So
I'm not ready for Enigma, Chance.
We are going to go to South Florida this weekend, and we're going to check out Enigma, Fright Nights, Paranoia, Horrorland, No Way Out, and House of Horror.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
All in 2 days.
So we're going to do 4 haunts in 1 day, and then Enigma and Fright Nights on Saturday.
Basically doing what we did on our trip, but in 2 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Basically. It's going to be amazing.
It's a mini trip. I definitely am ready for Enigma. You guys ready for Enigma?
I'm ready for Enigma.
Last year. I don't think I am. I'm the only one that hasn't been.
I don't think Kira knows what she's in for.
Oh man,
this time.
And they are just gonna go. I'm pretty sure they're gonna set the building on fire when we leave because this is their last year. They probably don't even care.
Chance says spiders, Melissa.
They better set me.
Fright Nights is ready for you.
Oh gosh!
Kira. If they're gonna throw that many spiders at me, they better set me on fire, Johnny.
So Enigma or Fright Nights, if you're watching, bring it. Just go nuts.
Why are we taunting them?
Not to Kira. No, Kira can just relax in the next group. You can go with whoever we're with, Johnny and Melissa and I.
Yeah, just Tyler
and then you can make fun of us when we walk out. Are you sure?
Yeah,
You're the one that said
you don't want to get covered in blood and a chicken
head. Excited about South Florida.
I'm not excited to be covered in blood. I'll wear
throw spiders like Kira, please.
I'll wear crappy
clothes. We're all gonna wear onesies.
Yeah,
we're
all gonna
wear onesies. Yep.
You might see us go through the haunt in onesie costumes.
Chance, go get spiders and a bunch of things.
Oh my god, no! I'm gonna cover myself in my onesie, hands, head, everything. I'm gonna get one of those.
Enigma, remember, we're going to Fright Nights after, so please don't kill us. Just leave us barely alive so we can still go into our
That way we can still go to Fright Nights.
I have a feeling that Enigma and Fright Nights is probably not good to do in one night like Rise and 13
back to back.
I mean, we always do that though. We always do Enigma first and then Fright Nights because it's heading back north.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, we got to start to wind this down a little bit here. Well, we got through. It was an amazing road trip. Amazing. Can't wait for South Florida this weekend. And I think we're finally over the hump, and then things will start to slow down a little bit.
I'm going to find a day to go back to Rise.
Yep. Awesome. Just real quick, we are doing a show on Thursday. James Dillman, a.k.a. Lady James, will be special co-hosting with me. This is our Spooky Empire pre-party with Rick from 13X. We'll have... Ashley and Kira from HauntScene. We'll have Aubrey on there. Anytime we get Rick on the show, it's going to be absolutely insane. So this should be a good time. Spooky Empire is next weekend. We'll be there all weekend long. Really excited. Kira, you going to Spooky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're all going to Spooky Empire, and we love it. We love the Spooky crew, all the guests and all of our friends there. So that should be a fun, little bit different change of pace show because it won't be haunt related. But once again, next week on the show, next Tuesday, we only got a couple episodes left this season. We're going to talk about everything we do this weekend in South Florida. Really, really excited about that. And I just can't wait for this weekend.
Me too. I'm so excited.
Friday is going to be so busy.
Not ready for the spiders, but I'm excited.
Are there laser swamps?
Yes. Everywhere. The parking lot's a laser swamp.
Half the building is a laser swamp.
You park into a laser swamp.
There's an idea for you guys.
You have to walk into a laser swamp, Kira, to get into the haunt. There you go, guys. There's an idea for Kira.
It's a laser swamp inside of a laser swamp.
If you get me with spiders, you have to get Kira with laser swamps. That's only fair.
A really ridiculous laser swamp. Yep. Last time we were there.
Oh no!
But they change their haunt every year. So
okay,
might not
cool.
have it.
I mean, if they don't have one right now, they're going to be putting one in by the time we get there.
Yeah, because that's how they are.
And that's only fair. If you can get on me about spiders, you can get on Kira about laser swamps.
Really excited because some of these haunts that we're doing in South Florida we've never done before. So No Way Out, House of Horror, Paranoia, heard good things. We're going to check those out. And I'm
excited.
We're almost through the rest of the season. So
it's almost over, though.
All right, 8:54. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank our Patreon supporters, John Sebastian Laval, Crystal Laval. Thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. If you would like to support the show, you can at patreon.com/HauntScene. All the money gets invested back into the show to pay our haunt bills. We're poor. We're so poor.
Pretty please.
Make sure you follow us on social media. HauntScene on everything. We're on Instagram. We just hit 6,000 followers on Instagram, so that was pretty huge.
Got some awesome TikToks.
Yep, TikToks, Facebook, Twitter. Email me. Watch a video. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Podcast will be out tonight or tomorrow. So if you're listening to the podcast, you should have been here for the live show, but thank you for listening anyways.
Thank you.
And everybody seems like they're really excited about seeing you all this weekend.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. And if anybody wants to know what everybody's afraid of, just let me know, and I will relay that to you.
No.
They already know. Have you not seen the chat? There's
true.
spiders galore.
That's what we need to have on our bio page is like all of our fears. Like, we're afraid of this. Just so people would. Yes.
No, I don't like that idea.
I like that idea.
Spiders and chainsaws.
Very good idea.
A spider with chainsaws on it.
Spider with 8 arms holding 8
And
chainsaws.
What if they
and
had
then
a
like walking
massive-
through a laser swamp.
Yeah, like a massive spider in a laser swamp.
Nice.
Let's not give them ideas.
That sounds like a fun time.
Awesome.
And it's 5 stories up in the air.
Tyler is also afraid of spiders.
Tyler is also afraid of spiders, by the way.
Tyler, Lily, and Melissa are all terrified.
Lily's
of
the
spiders.
worst, though.
Johnny's afraid. I've found out on this road trip that Johnny does not like dolls.
Dolls and mannequins.
Johnny does not like dolls and mannequins.
That's why Aatrox tore me up, man. Because there were 2 rooms that was like I said, it was dolls into mannequins into clowns, or one of those 3 was all blur to me. Yeah.
And then I guess I'm laser swamps and snakes.
And vortex tunnels.
And vortex tunnels.
Vortex tunnels don't scare me. I just can't walk through them.
Yep.
A laser vortex.
Oh God.
Oh my God, you would die.
Can you imagine?
Somebody invent a laser vortex tunnel. Swamp.
If there were characters in a laser swamp in a vortex tunnel, like a laser swamp, enter the vortex tunnel into a laser
with
swamp.
the claustrophobia tunnel.
Oh my God,
know
I
a
would.
place.
I would
We'll
die.
talk about this later.
I would die.
All right, folks.
And what's his name in it? The guy from Rise.
Malachi.
And Malachi in it too. Add him in there.
Malachi. We're not friends, Malachi.
So thank you once again, everybody on the road trip. Everybody we met, we got a bunch of new friends and family, and met a bunch of new characters and people. The entire road trip was absolutely epic, and really excited about that. I think we're gonna be doing the Northeast next year. That's kind of the plan, and we got a couple haunts in mind there. We'll probably hit up a couple haunts again as well. To wrap up the Northeast, 100 Acres Manor apparently is on there.
So
Field of Screams.
Field of Screams, Haunted Overload. We'll find one. We're still looking for one in Maine to do. So if you're a haunt in Maine, please let us know.
Legends of Fear, maybe
If
again.
we can fit it in there,
Yay.
we're gonna
Legends
have to
of Fear
figure it
is
out.
in Connecticut.
Yeah, Legends of Fear is awesome.
Yeah. Shelton, Connecticut. Yep.
So, all right, kids, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much, everybody. Wave goodbye.
Spiders, chainsaws, snakes, dolls. Good to know.
All right,
We just told them all our fears.
That was a mistake.
So we'll see
All
you.
right. Thank you, guys.
I will see you on Thursday. We will see you on Tuesday. Till next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting.
Remember to scare and share.
And creeper rail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Good
job,
job,
Tyler.
Good job,
We
Tyler.
did it.
Way to contribute.
Jesus, Tyler. Good job, buddy.
Jesus,
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have a
See
good
ya.
night. Love you.
Give me some treats.